Hello, my name is Annie Levy Allauzen, and I live in Long Island City, New York. I am a music teacher interested in expanding my knowledge of music recording programs. I've chosen the topic visualizing sound so I can better understand how the different aspects of frequency, amplitude, and timbre are shown in a DAW. The three displays I will discuss are the oscilloscope, spectrum analyzer, and the sonogram, which help the listener visualize what they are hearing and recording. The oscilloscope shows us the sound's movement in the speakers. For example, it shows us how the voltage varies in a wire after it has been converted in a microphone, or the variations of sound pressure in the air. It displays time as horizontal and frequency as vertical. If I play the middle C, there will be a series of waveforms. However, if I play that C up an octave, there will be twice as many waves in the same amount of time. It is the same as doubling the frequency. If I play C at an octave below, there will be half as many waves. If you change the timbre, the waves will change shape, but the frequency and amplitude will stay the same in the displays. The disadvantage of the oscilloscope is that it is hard to see the frequencies of different timbres. That is why you need the spectrum analyzer. The spectrum analyzer allows the listener to show where the sound has a lot of energy or not so much energies. It gives the listener an association between the hertz value and the actual sound. The frequency is shown horizontally and the amplitude is shown vertically. If you double the octave in the spectrum analyzer, the frequency is showed moving forward horizontally. If you change the timbre, it becomes a sawtooth waveform. And this is the timbre shown as a series of peaks. And in any periodic waveform, like the sawtooth waveform, it will have peaks at a number of frequencies. Each of these frequencies is an integer multiple of that fundamental. For myself, this is the beginning of the understanding of the harmonic series, because I am better able to visualize the different frequencies of the sawtooth waveform. The EQ has a very direct correlation to the spectrum analyzer, because the EQ's role is to manipulate the timbre and the spectrum. And what you do in the EQ is directly related to what is in the display. Now, the only disadvantage with the spectrum analyzer is that it doesn't show us how frequency changes over time. That is why you need the sonogram. In the sonogram analyzer, one can see all the parameters at the same time, and it gives us a history of how the timbre has changed. Frequency is shown up and down, and time is shown horizontally. The horizontal bar shows the changes of amplitude with its color. To see the change in the frequency, the horizontal bar will move up, but the colors will stay the same. If you want to see the change of timbre, there will be additional lines displaying the harmonic series. In the video lecture, the instructor shows us the sonogram analyzer by singing the different vowel sounds. The different vowel sounds show where the frequencies are either void or have a lot of energy. For example, the vowel sounds A and E are missing their frequency around 1 kilohertz. On the other hand, the vowel sound I has a lot of energy at 1 kilohertz. And this is what we are able to see through the sonogram analyzer. By making this presentation, I better understand how the DAW works and how the frequency, amplitude, and timbre are shown. This will help me in my own recordings when I would like to manipulate the sound of the EQ and to be able to see where there's more energy in my music and where there's less.